Well, here we are at Docking. This is the latest Avada Country Homes site. I'm so excited to show you around. It's called 4 Miles. There's so much to see. I need some help.
You're not wrong, Max. Let's crack on. Now, Max, I've worked with Avada Country Homes before on sites like the Langham, and the quality always blows me away, but they're a much smaller scale than this site. This is impressive. Do you think they're going to keep the quality on this scale of a site?
No, and yes. I mean, there's 77 houses here, but you can already see the quality of the detail is there. And we'll see the joinery workshop in a moment, but yeah, there's no doubt.
We have a niche, we're good at doing something, we have a formula of building homes which are different and better. We've been trading now for about 20 years in Norfolk. The clue is in our middle name, Country. We have a long heritage with doing barn conversions, and now we're building beautiful new Norfolk homes on the edge of these villages overlooking magnificent country views.
This site is really motoring along, and you know what? I can't resist having a quick peek into these, so I'm going to go and have a quick look inside here.
Well, you have a look at those. I'm going to get into the detail and look at that workshop.
See you in a sec.
We've set out this time to clearly have a policy of whatever we can to buy British. The timber frames manufactured locally just about 30 miles from here. Our concrete comes from a quarry just 7 miles down the road, as do our bricks and blocks.
Well, you don't get many sites with a full-blown joinery shop like this. And this is where they do all this attention to detail, and these things are really built to last.
Now, I love seeing the builds come together like this, and if you're familiar with Avada Country Homes, then you'll be well aware that one of their ace architectural cards is putting the bedrooms downstairs, and you can just see that coming into fruition now. You can see large en-suites coming together. They will be incredibly luxurious in due course, but what putting the bedrooms downstairs means that you get incredibly dramatic, big, vaulted reception rooms just like this.
We have a niche, we're good at doing something, we have a formula of building homes which are different and better.
As well as having a dramatic reception room, being on the first floor also means that you get brilliant views out across the environment in which you sit, and that is something to treasure. Speaking of the environment, I really get the impression, looking at these houses and the insulation gone into them, that the environment is the forefront of Avada Country Homes' minds.
We are strongly focused on doing what's right for the future generation. We're building for the future. My choice is to build with timber frames, and that gives a much greater scope for building in huge levels of insulation, floor, walls and ceilings. So these houses will perform right to the top end. Every home is heated by electricity using the latest generation of air source heat pumps connected to underfloor heating. Underfloor heating is about 30% more efficient than radiators, and we use that on the first floor as well as the ground floor. We've also incorporated for these 77 units an external power point for future electric vehicle charging.
Okay, we've had a really good poke around the site now, and I'm actually starting to get a real feel for how it all sits. It's going to be impressive, that's for sure. And actually I found a brilliant vantage point up here. I've no idea where Max is. I'm hoping I can see him.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I like to be hands-on.
This is true, this is true. And I was just saying how from here we can see everything. There's some really lovely rolling countryside, and Docking as well as a village is great, isn't it?
I think Docking you need to go and really see. The market's on at the moment. Go and have a look.
Oh, all right then, see you in a bit. Now, as I've just found out, it's only a short walk from the 4 Mile site to right here in the heart of Docking. Now, Docking's a really historical and thriving village. There's a proper community here. There's a lot to see as well, so it'd be rude to not have a poke around whilst we're here. And Max is right, every Wednesday in the hall here, there's a fantastic market, and it's great to see it doing so well. The Docking Village School here behind me has a fantastic reputation. It'll probably come as no surprise to you that being so close to the coast, there is of course a decent and popular fish and chip shop, the railway, and there's a great pub serving up well-kept beers and hearty food to locals and holiday makers alike. And of course, as with any thriving village, there's a well-supported local shop. I tell you what, you're not wrong, Max. Docking's a superb village. It's got a really nice community vibe about it, and these new homeowners are going to be so lucky to be based right here. Brilliant opportunity.
Totally agree. The name of the site though, Charlie, is 4 Miles. So, 4 Miles, Bragster. Off you go.
Brancaster Staithe, with its famous sailing club, has a fond spot in all the locals' heart, and for good reason. Well, if you want a good dose of fresh sea air, this seems like as good a place as anywhere to do it. Quite right, Max, that really was quite close. What a brilliant location.
Well done. Thornham's that way.
Oh, you're joking. Thornham is a superb spot along the coast to come and visit. It's got one of my favourite delis anywhere along the coast. There's 3 fantastic pubs, and not to mention the walking here is also pretty great. All right, a bit tired now, Max, but I've enjoyed those sites. What a brilliant location. And
You're not done
we should
yet.
probably wrap it.
Burnham Market.
Burnham isn't that way. Well, what can I say about Burnham Market? It is one of the most popular, if not the most popular destination along the Norfolk coast, and for good reason. A gorgeous green adorned with an eclectic mix of traders, shops, interiors, restaurants, pubs. It's pretty hard to beat this place. All right, Max, I get the message. The location is phenomenal. Understood, understood.
Well done. There's still so many other places I could send you to, but I'm not going to. But no, it's a great location.
Brilliant. Well, that wraps up the tour today. I hope you've enjoyed the sneak peek at 4 miles from Avada Country Homes. It is a superbly exciting site. And if you want to ask any more questions about what's happening here, then please do get in contact with us in the Burnham Market office. The number is on your screen now.